Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to Double Advantage, D&D Show, where half of us have no idea what's going on at any given moment. It's complete and utter chaos, but guess what? We love it. I am your Dungeon Master, John, and along with me, like always, are my beautiful friends, so let's get them introduced, starting with the one and only Mr. Blazing Torchic.
Hello everybody, my name is Blazing Torchic, the man with 1.5 eyebrows, and in this lovely campaign, I am playing Mainland Sakato.
I didn't even notice the eyebrow until you said it.
Bro, I got 1.5 eyebrows, like, it cuts off there.
That's great, love that.
It don't make sense. But yeah, I play Mainland Sakato, the Wood Elf Rogue. You know him, you love him, he's throwing his psychic blades, just boom, boom, boom. Hopefully, seeking that critical sneak attack, which has been eluding me. But yeah, I've got my lovely helmet, and I hopefully still have my lovely helmet.
You do. We'll see how long that lasts, though.
Yeah.
But go ahead, check all his stuff out. And up next, we got BryceKrispie.
What's up, everybody? BryceKrispie here. I play Volstagg the Forgotten, the half-orc druid. You can catch me wild shaping to all sorts of creatures, unless it was last episode, because I was out of wild shapes, and that turned out super well. So if you haven't watched it, go back and check it out.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Indeed, the last episode was indeed precarious, nonetheless. But hey, that's what happens when you forget that you've used all your wild shapes. So, yeah. Hey, you did some damage though. You held your own. Killed the guy. That's always fun.
Dude,
and
flattered him.
you know, hey, we'll see what happens. You guys aren't dead, so
That's true. We are not dead.
You're very much
The chair's fucked up.
But and once again,
Barely.
no Datsunami, aka Araya Scald, for this one. But go ahead and support him down below. All his links, everybody's links down below. Go ahead and support all of that. And speaking of supported, go ahead and support the artists of the show, Mitch Ninja, Carl Uber, and Renny, Texas. Without any of them, none of this would be possible. So go ahead and show them as much love and support as you can. And I believe that's it, unless I'm missing something.
Soon.
Oh, yes.
I will be back soon.
Stay tuned. Lots of good stuff coming. I know it. I've seen it and been a part of it, so go check it out. It'll be a good time. So, without further ado, which it has been quite some time, if I'm being quite honest, so I'm trying to refresh myself in these minutes before. Let's go ahead and get into episode 47 of Double Advantage. Almost 50. 3 more.
3 more.
Technically 4 more, but you get the point. So, in the last episode, the intrepid adventurers known as the Lightbreakers decided to chase the thread, to pursue the rune chain in this drug situation in the city of Snowcaster, while also trying to find Thybrick Marblemite's friend Galdrus. When they found his house ransacked, badly hidden rune, a homeless guy named Silmnar, letting them know that some people had broken into Galdrus' house, took him away in a box, or at least that's what they figured out through their perception skills. After chasing the lead more, setting up a drug bust, 2 separate chase scenes occurring, a decision was necessary. Pursue the individual who initiated the selling of the drugs, or to follow the person that was secretly watching them from the rooftops. After debating it for a little bit, there was a little bit of a split, but they decided to go ahead and pursue the guy that Sakato had followed. Slithered into a sewer grate as a snake with Volstagg, checking it out, seeing that there was kind of this underground society living beneath the sewers. They went in, Scald stumbled, knocked into some stuff, alerted people, and they were ambushed, and eventually felled in this fight in the underground city. And now lie dazed in cages, shackled in this sort of unkept room, cobwebs in the corner, barrels and sacks fill this room, as well as 5 cages. This is a about 25 by 30 foot room, quite small. And the 3 of you, well, the 2 of you and Scald, have recently been put in days. You can see Scald is completely out of it. It looks like the final hit that he took in that battle did a number on him. And you can see that at some point when you were dragged in here, wherever it is that you are, however long it took for you to be dragged here, Scald took a hefty hit to the head at some point and has been lying unconscious. Volstagg, with your passive perception, he's breathing. He is alive. He's definitely worse for wear, though. But, Sakura, you have just been face to face with the person that felled you, as well as the Ice Dragonborn who was in the back. And as they are speaking to you, they exit, and you are in this kind of, it's almost like a damp room. The moisture in here is odd, and it's not pleasant because it's warm and it's sticky, and it's, you definitely can tell you're underground. And you can definitely tell that it's not supposed to be pleasant in here, as this is maybe a purposeful choice. And as that's happening, you guys fade in and out of consciousness frequently. The exhaustion of it all, the environment making you feel the way it does, you're tending to not really pass out, but it's just like there's gaps in your memory as you're just kind of looking in and out. And over the course of a couple of days, you are kept in these cages, fed little to no nutrients, just the bare minimum to keep you alive, and are periodically, for lack of a better term, tortured, poked, prodded, and every so often you begin to realize very quickly into this experience, if you could even call it an experience, you begin to realize that about every 40 minutes when you are not being attended to, the shackles send a small jolt through your body. Right as about you get comfortable to fall asleep, zzz, just wakes you back up. And you're in this constant perpetual state of drifting off and being shocked awake, and drifting off and being shocked awake, and when you're not being shocked, you're being tortured. There are times where the elven gentleman and the dragonborn aren't in the room, and you're to yourselves. You think you can rest, and you don't. Volstagg, after about 2 days of this, you notice that the shocks only happen when they're not there. They don't want you to fall asleep. They want to keep you in this state for whatever reason. They want you in this perpetual, not suffering, as the shocks don't actually cause any physical harm, but they don't want you to feel the satisfaction of rest. They want you broken. And it's for these first 2 days that you guys are barely able to process things, as it almost feels like every second is being utilized, and not in a good way. And it's after these 2 days that you're finally coming to grips with the situation. Volstagg, you understand this fairly well. There is a time period where they torture you, and there is a time where they don't. There is a time where they do it together, and there is a time where they do it separately, to give the other rest. And eventually, after these 2 days, you both muster up, not the courage, but while they're absent, the ability to actually process, think, and speak at your leisure. You can see each other. It's a, like I said, 25 by 30 foot room. 5 cages in here. The 2 tables where all the torture implements are. There's blood on the floor. There's burn marks. It's a whole ordeal. And Scald has been out this whole time. He doesn't receive the full brunt that you guys do, as there's no point in torturing somebody who isn't awake to feel it. He's taken a couple of beatings, not beatings per se, but pokings and proddings. You remember Volstagg, a particular moment in your head. It's kind of like a flashback, so to speak. At the beginning, they had just finished torturing you, poking you with metal rods, just kind of sending shocks through your body. And they go over to Scald, who is kind of half awake and doing all this stuff. And you could see that the Ice Dragonborn begins to heat up this long metal, like, two-pronged fork over a fire. Begins to just kind of twist it over, and you watch as the elf goes over and starts fiddling with one of the other cages that neither Sakudo or Scald is in. And you watch as the Dragonborn, after its red-hot metal, begins to kind of burn on Scald's skin, and you watch as when he presses it on there, it does practically nothing. As they're not necessarily trying to do straight-up damage to you, they're just trying to do quick little instances of pain. Like stubbing a toe. It's not enough to break anything, but it still fucking hurts. And you watch as he presses it. You remember it in your mind, and he goes, he's resistant to fire. And you can see the elf turns around. Yeah, no shit. His hair's on fire, dumbass. You can see the Dragonborn. What? It was observation. Why are you so mad? I was making observation. I said, I was trying to help you so he didn't do it in the future. I don't understand why. He's like, his hair is on fire. Do you not, like, understand that shit? Like, what do you... I fucking hate you. The feeling is mutual. I don't understand why. But you don't have to be so, like, cynical and, like, upset. It's just, like, making observation. Trying to make small talk, okay? It's like we're stuck in here for 6 hours a day. And we do this all the time, and you don't ever, like, ask me how my day was, or, like, if I have plans or something, and you're just... Well, I don't care if you have plans, alright? We're here to do something, so we fucking do it. That's just how it goes. I'm not here for small talk, I'm not here to do anything, I'm here to make sure that these people stay in line. And Sakudo, that's when you get punctured with another two-pronged thing. And then it's just... Their banter is one of the things that is actually somewhat entertaining in this really terrible situation. You've chuckled a couple times, but it's because it's really the only thing that's keeping you mentally sane. But you're thinking through that, thinking about how their interaction is. They don't clearly like each other, but you finally, like, come to terms with it all. And you can see Sakudo over there, who's kind of, like, slumped up in the cell, like, head up against the wall. Scald's currently passed out. You can see that there's 2 other cages with 2 other people that have also been constantly tortured. And you're just kind of sitting there in your own blood and sweat. So, what do you want to do?
Well, this
So,
is certainly not ideal.
We, like, shackled up like this, or
You're shackled
hands
behind your back like this.
Okay.
They've been forcing you to eat like animals. Face first into the food.
Are we able to see into the other cages?
Make a perception
Or are
check.
they, like...
Both of us, or...
If you would like.
Perception... Ooh, that's... 14?
Well, I got a nat 1.
Oh.
You currently have your own blood in your eyes. As the beating you took from the fight is still... It's like they don't let the wounds heal. It's like they're constantly letting them continue to stay open. And there's just, like, blood in your eyes, like you're blinking, and you're, like, seeing in, like, shades of red. You can't figure out any details. And you rolled a 14?
Yeah.
You can see in one of the cages, the closest to the door, or one of the ones closest to the door, you can see a familiar shape of Goldrus that was described to you by Thybrick, the gnomish individual who appears to be out cold, but has taken a fair bit of beating. as you presume, he's been here for a week or more. And in the other cage, you see a dwarven individual, long, kind of gingery, silverish, intertwined hair that's kind of tied up and braided, a long, similar color beard that's braided down into as well, wearing some heavier kind of armor, but is shackled, currently lying back, appears to be half conscious, and they are lying in a puddle of blood, and you can see that it looks like maybe at one point fingers may have been broken and have been purposefully put in place and seem to have healed. There has been far more torture on this individual than on Goldris, that's for sure. And that is what you see, but Volstagg, you do not see. It's hard to make out. It's like everything is one. Like you can, like you get the picture, but your depth, you just don't have it right now.
Well, I'm seeing Goldris here. I'll be send this to Volstagg, quietly in a hushed tone.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Goldris here. There's another fellow who seems to have been a lot worse off than us. I don't know if Goldris is alive, but I hope he is.
I kind of just hope that now we can make it out of here alive. So, okay. So we're each in individual cells.
They're all in individual cells that are. You're kind of having it the worst because of how broad you are. They're made for one singular person, but it's still a little bit worse for you. But every single person has their own thing that is everything shackled, tied your legs as well. All that.
Do I still have my boot?
I would say yes.
Okay.
You do.
I'm just gonna hold on to that for a little bit.
Okay.
Where are the quote-unquote gods?
So it's the blue dragonborn, or I'm sorry, not the blue, the gold dragonborn, and the elf. Which at this point, after all of this, you would have learned that you would have heard them talking to each other, so you would have learned their names. The elf's name is Jeremiah, and the white dragonborn's name is Ankid.
Okay.
So they are currently the ones that are doing this, but they've taken their leave for the night, which means you expect them back in probably 6 to 8 hours. But
okay.
Every 40 minutes you're going to get a shock. You've expected that at this point.
And that'll disrupt my meditation.
That disrupts any form of rest.
I've got one psionic die. Gotta use it wisely. Hey, Volstagg. You got anything on these guys?
Anything as in...
Anything we could use to beat them? To manipulate them? Let us out?
I'm trying to remember. I was just looking at that. Because how do somatic spells work with me?
So you have your mantle on still.
Right.
Your arms are bound, which means you cannot do somatic, but you can do verbal and material. If you were to be able to get your hands freed somehow, because you have the mantle, you have everything to cast spells.
I'm assuming these chains feel pretty tight, right? There's no way I'm just gonna hulk out.
I mean, they're steel. if you were going to Hulk out, you could do it through maybe a wild shape.
If I had those.
But, I mean, you can attempt it. I'll let you try, if you
We
wish.
had a shop. Like, have we got stuff back?
No.
So, do you not have a wild shape?
Huh? So I'm looking at my spells. I have one.
I don't know how many verbal material spells there are. I think Healing Word is the only one.
My helmet. I can still use my helmet because it's only verbal and it recharges per day.
Is it per day or per rest?
Let me check.
Can I try and Hulk out on these
I'm
chains?
Sure, you're just going to try to break them?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I will say you haven't... I wouldn't say
It's per
that...
dawn,
It's per dawn. Okay.
so I can use it.
Okay. And I remember writing it that way on purpose. So at this point you do have access to one use of the catalytic helm. So you can keep that noted. And you guys are pretty weak, but I wouldn't say because of how they're treating you right now, you haven't necessarily suffered exhaustion quite yet. So I'll say this is just a straight strength roll to see if you can break out.
Yeah, I ain't breaking out. That's a 7.
Anything I can.
A 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of like moving and trying to break apart, and as you're doing so, you can see that the noise has begun to rouse awake the individual in the cage who was kind of like half asleep, the dwarven individual with the longish beard, the armor, kind of like these almost like malachite earrings. It's kind of like a very blackish green teal kind of design. And they begin to stir awake and look at you, Volstagg. And Sam, if you would like to introduce your character in this moment.
I'm playing a mountain dwarf paladin, and his name is Awin. And when he sees this this calamity rousing me from my state of zen, I look over and I say, I think it would be a better idea to try and save your strength there. I appreciate the effort, but we're going to have to take a different route.
Well, I'm all up for ideas.
Same here.
Ideas are hard to come by in this kind of economy.
Not phrasing.
It's difficult. You've seen about the worst of it that they can give. I've gotten it pretty bad. I've been here for too long. The days sort of blend together, but I think I've been here for probably upwards of about 2 weeks now. All they're trying to do is break us, though. They're not trying to harm us more than necessary. But if we don't let them break us, then we get to keep our sanity, and they don't get what they want. So, as for right now, that's my only goal.
Well, what is it they want?
I've been trying to piece that together myself. It's difficult. I mean, what could they want with a ragtag group like me and Goldrus and you three? But I can't think of any other thing than trying to just sell us into slavery, traffic us, break us so we don't fight back and make their quick profit.
Well, they picked the wrong people to try and break. I ain't buckling under anything.
That's a good mentality. We're gonna need that. This is going to be hard.
So, as you guys are discussing, Volstagg, you're the first to feel it. At first, you don't understand because it's all your senses are fucked up. Blood in your eyes, totally fucked up. At first, you think you're going crazy. You think the room's spinning, your head's spinning. But it's shaking. And it begins to slowly just increase until the entire room is kind of shaking. The torch light that's in there is beginning to like kind of flicker in and out. Earthquake. And everything is beginning to shake around. You can see that some of the implements on the table are beginning to fall off, like a lot of clattering. And you watch as the roof, because it's a rock texture, it's kind of cracking a little bit, and some rocks from the ceiling kind of you can feel it cracking on the metal cage on the top. Some of them actually slip through the grate and kind of pelt you a little bit, not enough to do any damage, but just all these like little chunks of rock. And after, it was a pretty hefty one, not as big as the one you guys felt in the Underdark, but all of you felt as it was pretty hefty.
Well, no crowbar this time. So, we've got nothing to go off then? No motives? 2 names? Do they look like anyone?
Well, in my time here, I've picked up a couple of things. We've got Jeremiah the elf, and Ankid, that dragonborn. Now, I haven't told them their names. I've been trying to save that for maybe something where I could use it as my leverage, but we need to play our cards right, and we need to play smart, because we're possibly only get one chance. Because to us, the only thing we are is a prophet. And if they think that they can no longer profit for us, they will kill us. Now, since we're getting a little friendly here, maybe we should learn a little bit about ourselves. The reason I am here is because I'm assuming the same group that are keeping us here had come into my shop. I work as a metal engraver. They asked me to engrave some chains for them specifically. Chains that would accept an enchantment that would shock whatever was being held in them approximately every 40 minutes to an hour. Now, I didn't see that this could be used for anything to benefit society, so I politely refused. They began quite the hubbub in my store. I asked them to leave, and worst comes to worst, we end up fighting. I lose the fight but hold my own. They capture me, and I awake as we sit. So, we know that they needed an engraver. Goldrus, I don't know why he would be here. He hasn't gotten it too bad, though, which I am incredibly thankful for. But why has your party come here? How'd you end up here?
Well, we were following the trail of Rune. And we set up a fake deal trying to learn more about who's supplying, and the nifty fellow, the elf, he was watching. So I trailed him. We found this place. We came in, but one of us was a bit too loud and alerted them. We took out one of them, and a dog that could shoot some fire, I think it was. And then the other two got us.
Hmm.
And then here we are.
Okay, so we might be able to use that to our advantage. Since
How so?
you three were incidental.
Yes.
You showed up practically on their doorstep and they decided, might as well keep you here. How can we use that to our advantage? That is a great question, but there's got to be something there.
I don't know, the elf seems quite prideful in his abilities. Although, I did notice something about his eyes. He doesn't look all there. It's like he's there, but something else is there too. It's strange. It's like he's being possessed or something, I'm not sure. It's not quite like Amadeus, and I'll say that to Volstagg, but I'm not too sure it's completely dissimilar in style. Something's got a hold of him.
Awen, make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana check. That's going to be a 3 + 2, a 5.
Magic. Some fucking magic. You don't know
Yeah.
shit about magic, but
How long ago did the elf leave?
like in time frame, like
Yeah.
they both left like an hour and a half ago.
Okay. Have I picked up anything that like we are being kept alone here, or do they like sleep outside the door?
So from what you've gathered, and the amount, I mean, you've been here very long, and it's come to the point where you've like counted precisely how long it takes. You know that they're about 30 feet away in a separate chamber. You've heard them bickering before. They have like a sleeping arrangement. That's not too far, and can get here in a matter of seconds.
Okay.
And they will be gone for about another 5 hours. Then they torture you for 6 hours. Then they swap in and out to eat and sleep and rest, and then you're left alone for a few.
Gotcha.
Let's see. At this point, we'll say, yeah. So we'll say that at this point, you guys all are just in this perpetual state of in and out, being shocked every once in a while. Volstagg thinking, well, Sakura, you thinking about the fact that Jeremiah's not all there, and what that could mean, what that could imply, and how you can use that. Volstagg, you keep thinking about how is that Faye's brother? Is this just a familiar thing? Who is this guy? You never got a name. They look familiar, but I mean, maybe it's just because elf. He doesn't look similar to Sakura, really, but maybe that's because Sakura's eyes are red.
Full stag, like, am I racist?
Volstagg's having an existential crisis right now. You just.
Oh, elves look the same?
You're trying to justify everything in your head, and like, even if it's shitty and terrible, you're just trying to be like, is that, if they're related, you can use that somehow. But you don't, they look familiar, but it could just be a happenstance. You don't particularly know. And as that comes around,
Question real quick.
yes.
Because Faye was her short name. What was her full name?
Right,
I don't...
Fefaya Tritara, I think it
Feyfira
was.
Tritara, yeah.
Feyfira.
Yeah,
Feyfira.
nailed it.
That's what I...
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Feyfira was her
I
full
remember how
name.
to pronounce it. Feyfira. Right there.
I have a question about the setting as well.
Yes.
We're not chained to the wall, right? We just have like shackles behind our back.
You have shackles behind your back. You can like freely move in there, but you're kind of shackled behind your back. You can't stand, that's for sure, because it's too small.
So kind of like mostly on our knees.
Well,
then.
maybe you could because you're a dwarf.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You'd
I'm
be
not
like
sure
a little pressed up like against it, but you could probably get on your feet.
Okay.
And it would be about at this time where you begin, especially you, Volstagg, with your past perception, you begin to hear footsteps approaching. And listening very closely with your passive perception, you hear one door open, then it closes. Another door open, and that one opens up into the room that you are in. There is a buffer zone of sorts, and you can see that both Jeremiah and Onkid walk in. Anyway, sorry, my brother was asking me for a fucking emote, but I don't have the emote on me right now. It's not in my file, it's on my laptop. You see them both walk in. You can see that they're groggy-eyed, but they've just woken up and they're here to do their daily business. You can see Jeremiah walks in. Oh, look it, sleepyheads are awake. That's fun. How'd you sleep? Oh, wait. You didn't. Anyway. So, who wants to go first today?
I'll go ahead and speak up a little bit. Good to see you back, Jeremiah.
Someone's perceptive.
I pick up a thing or two.
Real quick, can I divine sense?
Certainly.
See if these guys are celestial fiend or undead. And if they are under the spell Hallow, I know that they are under the spell Hallow.
Okay. No Hallow.
Okay.
Celestial, Fiend, and Undead, all no.
Okay. So nothing.
Nothing on them.
Cool.
They're just a bunch of dicks. And you can see that Onkid kind of goes and crouches down by Scald. The fire one, he's still sleeping. That's good. That's very good. Well, he'll get probably no pain today, so that means more for the rest of you who are awake. He kind of smiles.
I just keep the kind of sarcastic smirk on my face, with kind of, the blood dripping down my smile.
Ah, you're happy today. That's good. How are you feeling?
Peachy.
Oh, peachy. We can change that really fast.
So which one used the lapdog?
Ah, this one's got jokes, huh? This one's funny. This is a funny one. How about you shut the fuck up and you watch as he bangs on the cage? I could literally end you right now if I wanted to. Too bad that's not the mission. Okay?
What is the mission?
The mission is to fuck you up beyond comprehension. That is the mission.
Seems like a poor planned mission.
Well, it takes time.
We can't comprehend anything. What's the use?
Oh.
Why not just kill us?
No. See, your service is useful. Doesn't mean you have to be entirely all there. As long as you can do menial tasks, you'll be just fine.
Okay, so you're the lapdog and he's the one in charge. Got it.
If anything, he's the lapdog. You see Jeremiah? I'm the lapdog. You're the one who does this shit for fun. I do this shit because, well, it's just got to be done, I guess. I don't know. You can see that he kind of fucked that one up. He's like, I don't know. He's like, look, you get pleasure out of this shit, you weird little, is you got a kink for this shit or something, man? I don't, hey, don't have a kink, it's just, it's fun, because it's a kink.
Sounds like a kink to me.
See? He gets it. It is not a kink, okay? It is just, fuck you. He kicks the cage that Sakuro's in. Why?
No thanks.
We're on the same side, okay? Why do you have to make me look bad in front of the people, huh? Why?
Because you're the lapdog.
What is your definition of lapdog? Go ahead, give it to me.
The bitch.
Ah, okay. Well, if you want to be specific, the lapdog was actually the dog that you killed. That was the lapdog. If we're going to get very specific, because she was a dog.
I've heard that dog.
She was a dog. She was a bitch by the definition standards. But So, lapdog. That is a dog. I don't. What is he? What? I don't understand what he's saying. What is he even? What is lapdog? Jeremiah's like, I'll tell you later. It's fine. Listen, I don't know why you're so perky today. We're gonna change that real quick. So would you prefer the shocks or the fire?
Fire.
Fire. Fire. That's fun.
Yeah, but that reminds me of something.
Fire reminds you of something?
It does.
Go ahead, please. I'm all ears.
Why don't you get a little closer before I tell you?
Make a persuasion check.
I think I know where this is going, and if it's going where I think it's going, I love you, Bryce.
That will be a.
Oh,
Is it persuasion?
hold on. Oh
Yes.
shit! Is it reaction?
That's a 19.
Oh. What were you gonna say, Sam?
I have a bunch of stuff for charisma that I can buff my friends with. So,
Oh.
but it's all bonus action, not on reaction.
I would say you could do it here. It's free. It's kind of
Okay,
free economy right now.
Well, for the next 10 minutes, it's +5 to all charisma checks.
So that's a 24.
That's a 24. You kind of slyly look up at him. There's blood all over your face. Sure thing, buddy. Anything for you. Kind of leans in close to you. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
As soon as he gets in close, I just go. Hey, Fyra.
Okay. Okay.
See.
You watch as he looks at you with a smile and a grin, interested in what you have to say. Looks at you very deeply. How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that?
Why don't you let me out of these chains and I'll tell you.
Make a persuasion check.
Would I have heard Volstagg say Fyra?
Yeah, you heard this.
So it's +5, right?
Yeah.
+2, so that's +7, so 25.
25? Fuck you. Fuck you. What are you doing? Where is she? What do you know?
And when he says that, I'll just go, Fyra! Oh, you know her? Oh, last time we saw her, her house was on fire.
You see his eyes in rage. And you, because of how close you are, see it, but you, Sakura, know because you've been paying attention to him, it is almost like there are two sets of eyes. The front and then the behind. The front is fuming. The back is scared. He walks up to you, Sakura. He reaches into the cage and grabs you by the throat and pulls you up against the bars. What did you do to her?
Oh, he
The
didn't
fight's
do
not with
anything.
him, it's with me.
Throws you back. Where is she?
I told you. I'll tell you all you want to know. If you release these shackles.
You can see that his face is going. It's weird. It's like his face is going through like 17 different emotions all at once, and like it's almost like he's fighting himself. There is an internal struggle going on within his own mental state. You could see his eyes are like flickering in and out, and he has a meltdown, basically. And he starts punching your cage, Volstagg. I swear, if you did anything...
I'm just smirking this entire time.
If you did anything to hurt her, I will slit your throat and watch you bleed.
And I'm just gonna go.
One more time?
Just look at him. Release me.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little homebrew here because I think it is thematic. I am going to let you know that, based on your guys' perception, he is charmed by something.
Not Hallow.
Not hallowed. Not hallowed, as Sam would know. He is under the effect of something. Whether it be an item or a person with a spell. And charm, as a condition, typically allows you to re-roll when you take damage. I'm going to homebrew that this is giving him psychic damage. As this is mentally causing a rift in his mind. The mention of
That
his
was
sister.
my plan, so sweet.
And I'm going
Sakura Cordon.
to roll. Because he is an elf, he has advantage.
Yes, let's go, elf boys.
And thus far, he has been rolling very terribly. Because he has a very bad wisdom. So,
Oh,
I'm going to roll with advantage. And he has to... What does he have to beat? Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. I was not expecting psychic damage to happen. Even though technically it didn't happen, but you know.
I mean, I could make it happen.
You could. Okay, he has to beat a DC 15. So. Okay. You watch as with anger in his eyes. After you telling him that to release him, you watch as he just stares deeply at you. Rage. You can see, like, fire in his eyes. He looks at Onkid. I'm going to kill him. Go get a body bag. You watch as Onkid just looks. Okay, you'll be the one to tell them, not me. Goes ahead and he walks out. He turns around and looks at you. Gets real close. You don't have a lot of time. Explain yourself.
Faye is perfectly fine. We rescued her from her house fire, and she got us through the woods. Safe.
She alright?
She's perfectly fine.
Is the house okay?
She's returned home. Yes, we helped repair it a little bit. I'm sure she's made more renovations to it.
I've been so worried about her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's trying. You can see he's trying to compose himself. Some of what I said is true. I'm snarky. I'm a dick. But what I did to you, I'm very sorry for. You don't know what you've gotten yourselves into. And we only have a very limited amount of time to fix this. Every day, I wake up and the charm ends. They re-charm me every morning.
Is it a spell? Do they have something on you?
They get me. I'm not the most mentally stable person in the universe. And they just have a way with me. They know what makes me tick.
Who is they?
The brothers. The Slain brothers. They're the root of all this shit.
It's good to finally have a name.
You're gonna wish you didn't know it. Look, you don't have a lot of time with me like this. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy. You guys are badly beaten.
Badly beaten.
If
I've got a few final tricks up my sleeve. I'm gonna go out.
I have a better idea. But you have to trust me.
Oh.
Look, you know Faye. I feel like I can trust you. Somewhat. I only have a limited time in this form. I could leave, and you guys would be fucked. And I could escape myself to never have to face this shit again. But if I do this for you, you gotta promise me to get me out.
We will free you.
I'm sorry for everything that I did to you. I'm sorry for what I did to your friend. I'm sorry for what I did to these people in here. And for what I did to anybody else. It's my own fault. And I know that I'm gonna have to face my sister when I get home. And that is pain enough for me.
I was gonna say that's more punishment than you probably deserve.
She thinks that I just do odd jobs around the city, which is true. That's how it started. And I got a little bit in over my head. Got offered a job. A lot of money. It's gonna be my last one. And it was to take out 2 brothers. And I failed. And instead of killing me, which would have been a mercy, much better, every day they charm me and have me make this world a worse place. So I'll face my sister one day. But you gotta get me out of here. Okay?
I promise you.
I can help. I can give us time. But it's very limited time.
I'm hearing all this, right?
Yeah.
Can I, like, signal him over?
Sure.
I'll turn around and show him, like, the things from... Can you get these off? I've got an idea.
The chains?
Yeah. Like, to free my hands, I've got an idea.
What is it?
And I will activate my boot of disguise and change the shape of my hands to show that I can, like, and my clothes to show I can change appearances.
That's really useful. We should have really fucking taken those off. That was a mistake.
I'm glad you didn't.
By the way,
The
we
more
have
cards we have, the better.
we have all your shit. By the way, we
Oh,
have
don't worry. I don't need
I'd quite like that back.
my weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like my money and stuff, but if we need to fight, I don't need my daggers. I have my lovely psychic ones, better than yours.
Yeah, that's a neat trick, by the way. Okay. I appreciate the gumption. I do. Like I said, you guys are weak. We're gonna have to push our way through. It's not gonna be easy. I can give you an opportunity to rest. Like, actual rest. But
Taking these off would give me a chance.
if I take those off of you, when I come back tomorrow morning, I will not be on your side. You gotta understand that. So if I take your chains off before I go to bed, I cannot help you. But right now I'm on your side and you can't help me because all it takes is one hit and you're gone. So, my plan was I can turn the electric shock off to give you a chance to rest. The rest is up to you. But you gotta promise to get me out. Because once I'm back under, it might not be as easy the next time. But
Do that.
if you want to do this now, you said you got a trick up your sleeve or two. We can attempt it. But I don't know if it's the right call.
My tricks will be better if I've had some rest.
That's what I was thinking.
Though I apologize for potentially hitting you in the coming hours.
No, it happens, I guess. But I'm sorry. And he walks up to you, Aowen. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to all of you. But we can make it right. We can do what we can, but just know I don't know what happens once you leave those doors. I can't promise you anything. I can't guarantee you anything, because what I can guarantee you is that I will be there to stop you.
We can figure that out.
Your items are in the room that me and Ankit sleep in. I can't smuggle them out to you. But if you manage to escape, break free, you bolt there first. I can maybe grab small things. But, no offense, but you guys have a lot of shields amongst all of you. There's a... By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, what's up with the sword that won't stop shaking?
Still shaking.
Oh yeah, dude, all night long. And it emits fucking light, so like it's really hard to sleep sometimes.
You could always put it in here.
Yeah, and then someone finds it. I'll see what I can do. I don't think I should unlock you yet. Put on like a facade or something.
Hit me.
Punches you right in the face. Yeah, you like that? You can see that now that he's like out of his form, I'm not good at selling it.
The hit was good.
Yeah, I'm not an actor. Okay. You watch as he like takes a metal rod and just starts banging it on the cage as like a distraction. Okay. Before I go to bed, I'll come in, shut the shock off. You guys can get a rest in. I don't think it's gonna be a full night's rest. But it'll be rest. It'll help. And at that point, it'll be good enough, and he'll look at you, Sakura. You can get a full rest, though. I know you can.
Okay.
I wish I could give you all the same amount of luxury, but I can't. You can choose to sleep the whole night, try to do whatever you can, or once you all feel ready enough, you can go out. If we do this tonight, technically, I won't be charmed yet. But you gotta hurry. Because if you can get from here to that room before I'm charmed, I can help you. But that's the one shot. Unless somebody has a better plan.
Well, I mean, it's a gamble, but it's looking like the best shot we've got.
I'm all ears for anything.
Out of character, logistically, why would he not just unlock us right now entirely and then let us get a short rest in anyway, so we're not chained?
The guy's coming back in a couple of seconds, isn't he?
Yeah, but we can all just have our arms behind our backs.
That's valid too.
And then, like, I don't know, we can say, like, hey, just say that you've already beat us enough. You took too long with the body bag or whatever, you know, let's just go back. and then we don't get hurt anymore, and we're out of chains and shackles.
It's a bit risky in that way.
Yeah, I mean it's riskier, but it'd be easier in the morning to get at his help at least.
My hands are free, and the bite thing comes back. I kind of have a plan.
Yeah, I mean all my spells are somatic, so I can't cast any spells. And like I have hold person and
I also have.
yeah.
That's
Let's
my
fuck.
plan.
Let's hold these people.
That's why I was suggesting he like unlocks my hands, so like maybe I get out and then I get your stuff off, because I can have the illusion of cuffs.
Oh,
around
that
my
would
hands.
be a good idea, because then you could just get us out, or get maybe Volstagg out since you're next to him, right?
Yeah, get Volstagg, and then once Volstagg's out, we're good.
Mm-hmm. And then leave me here, I guess. Cool. No.
Sorry.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We just met you. We don't really
know
care.
you.
Yeah. We don't vibe, so.
Hold on, someone is tapping on my window. 1 second.
That's
Oh,
not.
dude, it's like Romeo and Juliet.
That's not creepy at all. Is homie got a knife?
A whisk, I think.
Oh,
It's
My
it's.
sister and her friends are on the roof.
Oh, that's hype. I
Oh
love
fuck
being
yeah,
on the
dude.
roof.
Hypers, dude.
I used to hang out on my roof in our first house in Texas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, it was a blind pulley.
Read this
Gotcha.
out for a second. It's like I just heard tapping on my window. I was like, hold on.
Trust me, I'd be scared too.
My window's on the roof.
No.
Yeah, if I was
Okay.
upstairs, I'd be a little mad.
So probably the best game plan would. How long does your like illusion of your hands and
Oh,
clothes?
I can cast it permanently. Like, I can just
Okay.
keep recasting it.
So yeah, you should probably be unlocked entirely. We should get our shocks turned off, and then just take our short rests and your meditation. And then early in the morning, when you two are unlocked, if you can get out of your cage, then let's do that before
Would it
they
be
come
better
into
to
the
do
room.
it at night so there's... Oh, well, actually no, because you'd need your rest.
Well, a short rest is what, like an hour and a half? We could just short
it's
rest
an
after
hour.
feel rested, just book it.
Yeah. I mean, I can get
Short
my long
rest would
rest, you
give
can get
me
your
a
short
shape
rest.
back.
Hmm.
It would give you 1.
It would give me 1.
That's huge, though.
Yeah, that's like a full extra health bar.
Yeah.
And hit
I
dice.
Yeah, I get my hit dice.
Yeah,
Around
hit
hit
dice.
dice.
Which
Dice
you-
would be nice.
Which would be nice, yeah, I was about to say.
You wouldn't get your relentless endurance though. Ooh.
Not unless he somehow managed to get to full.
I also have my lay on hands because I'm a paladin, so
That's true.
I don't get any spell slots back, which kind of.
I have my full spell
I'm
slots.
okay with that. Oh,
Yeah.
So you guys would get a short rest, I would get my full long rest. That's the plan?
Scald would get a
Should
short
go
rest.
through it.
Scald will get a short rest. as
Scald doesn't get anything back though, except health, which kind of blows. But
Yeah, that's... I mean, health is good.
Hmm.
So what, we unlock me, turn your shocks off for the entirety of this day. And then after... Should we say after I've got my long rest, it's go time?
yeah, that seems like the
Sure.
best plan.
Are you
then
saying
we can
that
Long
out-
rest only 4 hours.
are you saying that out loud?
Nah, that's out of character,
Okay.
right?
I just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
But just so as a play group, we're all on the same page. We need to somehow get this to each other's characters.
Yeah.
So we can go with that.
Yeah, that seems like a solid plan.
I like that.
So Jeremiah walks up to you. I'm uncuffing you now, and then turning off the shockers, and then just saying you guys have had enough for the day. It seems a little weird, don't you think?
We'll bang around some
You
more.
hit me a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn near dead.
I have an idea. I unlock. Fuck. I unlock the shackles. I turn off the shocker. I tell him I want you guys alone. He can go do something else, or I'll give him the day off or something. Tell him he can go do something. Give him some coin. And go get a drink or something. Get him out of here. Or just tell him to piss off. I don't know.
If you could get him to get a drink, then we'd be completely alone, right?
And I would
If he
just
leave-
sit in here and let you guys sleep. I don't know though, because I'd have to make it convincing. Every so often I'd have to hit something.
How good of a liar?
Well, you see, average.
If this guy is my ally, he also gets that +5. on
Would you
charisma checks.
would you consider him an ally?
At this point, hell yeah.
Okay.
He's my homie. He said sorry. I'm cool with him.
He's like bouncing. He's like, I do feel a little bit more like charismatic though. I don't know what the deal is with that, but
You're an assassin and you don't think you're that good at lying.
I just kill people. You don't have to kill somebody when you don't have to lie to somebody when you kill them. They're dead.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
What if I fake death?
You can fake death.
Put me.
Hold
Well,
on, what?
not act. I pretend to be dead.
Oh, and put you in a
Sent
body.
him to get a body bag.
Oh shit! You want me to put you in a body bag? Yo, this just got way more interesting. I like that. You want me to put you in a body bag? Okay, fine. Let's say we put you in the body bag. Then what?
You have a dagger, don't you?
One more time.
You have a dagger, don't you?
So you want me to supply you with a dagger, put you in a body bag, and then what's the cut yourself out of the body bag?
Yes.
And then what?
Free my friends.
On bleeding out type of lifespan.
Yes. We can still do the original plan. Get out. We get rested. I can sleep in a body bag.
But what if they don't just leave you in a body bag? What if they take you and throw you in, like...
That's where your lying comes in. You put me in the body bag. You say leave him. We'll get him in the morning.
Okay. That's not terrible. Okay, alright. So, current chain of events is unlock him, turn the shockers off, we fake death, and then I tell him to put you in a body bag and leave you.
Honestly, this sounds way riskier.
Yeah, I was gonna say this plan kind of went from cool and easy to crazy real fast.
I mean, it's cool.
You didn't think the other
faking
thing would
death,
work.
But
I mean, it's a
we could
little
still
more...
get beat a little bit.
It's a little more logical to not put you in the body
I'm
bag.
supposed to be dead.
Yeah, you're supposed to be
He
dead,
gets back.
but like I don't understand. I'm trying to think, and you watch this. He's like
Oh,
contemplating it. One more time.
I see where your train of thought is coming through. I get you
Oh
now.
yeah, because you said it. Oh.
So you watch as he's kind of contemplating. You hear Volstagg. You hear footsteps. A lot. 3 sets of footsteps. And
Yikes.
you hear the first door open. Second door open. And you can see that as this is happening, Jeremiah picks up the stick, just stabs you with it.
Okay.
And
I just-
yeah,
Lay on the ground as fucking stealthily breathing as I can, you know, trying to. I am dead.
okay. Make a Fuck. I don't. What? How do you? A
Performance.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say
Performance,
performance.
yeah.
With a +5 to the charisma.
Yeah.
Nat fucking 20.
Oh, let's go. You're dead as a doorknob.
Oh, look at this.
Holy
There it
shit.
is. Oh, hold on. I broke my camera.
we're all
It's
good.
fine.
Never mind.
Okay. What's the total? Not that it matters, but I would like to see.
That would be a 27.
Oh my god. Yeah, you get poked, just fucking limp. You guys both think that he actually like hit a vital and like killed Volstagg. There you go.
There.
There you go.
Yeah, you actually think you think Jeremiah actually accidentally killed Volstagg. Like straight up. Like he's fucking gone. You can't even like Sakura, you can't even see like breathing in his chest. Like it's still.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bit angry because I knew the plan was for him to fake Could I make an insight check?
Sure, I'll give you both insight checks. Both of
Okay,
you.
we both get +5 to him.
Oh shit!
Would we?
Really?
It's wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was
wait,
like,
this
dude.
spell's
I was like,
awesome.
holy shit.
I will take a 19.
Okay.
I'll also take a 19.
And you rolled a 27. You guys think he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Damn,
think he's.
bro.
You guys think he's
I
for
forgot
sure
we had to
dead.
beat the performance check.
And the Oscar goes to.
Volstagg.
Volstagg.
Um.
Yeah. I'm angry. I'm like pushing up against the cage, just like let me at him.
Okay. You watch as he stabs and he looks at you, Sakado, and he's like, you can see that there's some panic in his eyes because even he thinks he killed you. And you can see that Kid walks in with a body bag slinged over his shoulder. And he looks in. I don't think he's going to fit in this. This is kind of like a human. And you can see that he's got a look on his face, and he looks at Jeremiah. We have visitors. And you can see Jeremiah looks back at you, Sakado, and he's like, he watches, he breathes in, and he turns around. And you two that are awake, Volstagg,
Yeah.
you're playing dead, so you don't see any of this. You see,
I'm hearing it though, right?
oh yeah, you're hearing everything.
Okay.
Especially with your passive perception. I mean, your passive perception's so high, you could probably see them fucking through vibrations in the ground, but we're not going to really play with that.
Fucking Daredevil
like
right
Avatar,
now.
Bro. Like
Yeah,
Avatar, Last
you're
Airbender.
fucking, you're Toph Bayfong right now, dude.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
Some crazy ass shit. Some fucking, yeah, some
Boulder.
some fucking Matt Murdock type shit. But anyway, the two of you who are awake, you can see behind the White Dragonborn, two gentlemen walking in. One just kind of not particularly scrawny per se, but in comparison to the other, a much lankier, taller, appears to be a human individual with leathers and straps, kind of a popped up little like suit collar type of situation, strap across the chest. You can see that he has a goatee with slicked back black hair that kind of comes down to the shoulders, kind of with a half cocked eyebrow, but definitely a demeanor that lends to kind of cool, relaxed, a nice little like half cocked grin. And you can see standing next to him is a broader, taller individual, also in kind of some leathers and straps, but a more of a buttoned up suit collar with like, you know, button up, a full black beard, kind of short cut hair, and currently has a hat on the top of his head. You can see that the lankier one walks in. So, we got some invaders? What's going on? I heard that maybe some infiltration happened. Just wanted to come and meet the new members of the family, if that's all right. You could see that Jeremiah. Yeah, they stumbled in here, and we took them out swiftly and efficiently. Let me go ahead and roll for that. +5?
+5, baby.
23.
Let's go. Clutch.
You can see that individual with the goatee and the slick back hair. Good job, Jeremiah. I always knew I could count on you. Goes ahead and he places his hand on his face, just cups him, like attaboy. Good job. Well, he kind of rubs his hand. Which one of y'all is the one who took out our friend? Because, well, you know, we worked an awful hard to get Year Joss in here, and now he's dead. Skull split open against the wall. So, which one of y'all was the one who did that?
The one who's dead on the floor.
Well, ain't that a shame? Well, I didn't think you'd actually kill someone, Jeremiah. I mean, come on, that's very useful product. We're gonna have to deduct that from your pay now, you know. Yes, I very much understand. He's talking a little too loud, so I had to deal with him. Well, that's understandable. Well, unfortunate we won't be able to converse with this fine gentleman, but the rest of y'all do. Seems like only one of you's awake, though. So, welcome to the family.
What
Let's
kind of family is this?
Oh, well, I mean, it's all love and care here. I'm sure you can imagine. Sure, we'll find a
Love
beautiful
carrying
place.
drugs.
Oh, well, drugs is just a side hustle. Don't worry about all that.
Oh, so you do know something about the drugs.
We are the drugs. Alright.
So you're the one supplying room?
This one's funny. We make the rune. Right?
Oh, and you wouldn't be so kind as to give me a name, would you?
A name of what?
Your name.
Oh, my name? I don't think you have the authority for that. You can just go ahead and call us the Slains.
The Slings?
Yeah, first name basis isn't that important right now.
Oh, but I think it would be. 'Cause once I get out of here, the rest is going down.
You watch as he smirks and you see the bigger guy in the back walks forward very slowly. So, you think you're tough shit, don't you? Top dog.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
why
don't
you're
think I'm top dog.
that's why you're in a fucking cage right now. Talk a lot of shit, don't you?
Yeah. What about it?
Well, you like to talk a lot, don't you? I can tell.
Yeah.
What else you got to say?
Spit in his face.
He watches Jeremiah in the back, eyes wide. Shock. You can see the lanky individual just kind of turns away. And the big guy walks up to you. Oh boy. Feisty. I like it. Let's see. So, you think you're smart? You think you're funny? And you're a fucking loudmouth. Ain't that something? He snaps his fingers. Get him out of the cage, please. He watches Jeremiah. He's just a little upset, as you can tell. I said, get him out of the fucking cage. Jeremiah just looks at you. Walks over, him and Ankid. They open it up. He watches he kind of leans down, as he's much bigger than the cage. Man, oh man. If only you knew the shit you have gotten yourself into. Think if you knew, you'd keep your mouth shut. But that's fine. Goes ahead and he grabs you by the neck. You know what we do to loudmouths?
Shut them.
No, we don't just shut them. You watch as he tells Jeremiah and Ankid, hold him down, if you'd be so kind. You watch as they grab you, kind of pull the chains taut. You watch as he fiddles around with a ring that is on his finger. And you watch as the ring begins to melt and liquefy. And you watch as he holds his hand out like this. A blade. Liquefied, congealed. Back into a weapon. Oh, man. Someone like you got a silver tongue. Probably get you into a lot of trouble, huh?
More of my hot-headedness that gets me in trouble.
And the silver tongue just don't help, right?
No, but the hot-headedness, no.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry it gets you into so much trouble. You watch as he pulls down your mouth, grabs your tongue. Would you like me to fix that for you?
Oh, it's gonna go?
Only if you want me to.
And if I said no, you would?
What? What do I look like? A monster? You think I'm just gonna cut out your tongue? Call it a day? What good's that gonna do me? Right?
One less fly buzzing around your head, I guess.
Wouldn't kill you. It'd make you less efficient at what you do, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd make me more silent.
That's also true. But hey, you watch as he goes back into a ring, still holding on to your tongue, which doesn't make a lot of sense as to how you'd be talking right now, but we're gonna let it slide.
Yeah, that's how it works.
We'll say that at this point, he grabbed your tongue, like at the end of that. Look, I'm not gonna cut your tongue out, alright? He looks at you with a sincere face. Genuine face. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Who would that make me? Right? That'd make me look bad, would it not? First impressions are everything. So.
Oh, what a first impression you've made.
Oh, I know. Well, I ain't gonna cut your tongue out. So, since you like to talk, mind telling me who sent you?
Ourselves?
Yourselves.
Out of curiosity?
You really want me to believe that?
Yeah.
Make a deception or persuasion your choice if you think you're lying in this instant.
Right, okay. Deception. Because technically we were not specifically sent here. We came here of our own volition.
I'll let you do persuasion.
Now, what's my stats say?
You get a +5 regardless.
But you're not really lying.
I wouldn't say you're lying. I would say you're telling the truth.
I would like to say I'm lying because that's a +9 over a +6, but I'll go persuasion. Ooh. What did you say that plus was?
5.
+5? Quick math.
Yeah.
28?
Yeah,
Does that do it?
he believes you. Oh. So you just decided to mosey your way down here. Get yourselves caught up in a bunch of trouble. Because you wanted to? Find that a little hard to believe, but...
We do like putting our noses into stuff that may not involve us.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Well, I praise you for your honesty. I do. Very admirable of you to tell the truth in the face of danger. And like I said, I ain't gonna cut your tongue off. And you watch as, gripping your tongue, I'm gonna make you do it yourself. And you watch as he punches up on your jaw as you bite through your fucking tongue, severing it in half. You're bleeding. You watch as he grabs a metal rod that's heated and places it up against your tongue, cauterizing it. Now, I've gotten everything I needed to get out of you. So why don't you sit back and enjoy? Right? Kicks you into the cage.
Oh.
Lock him up.
Fuck.
God damn.
You watch as he's kind of fiddling with a watch. Alright.
Oh, do I?
Oh, I know, dude, I know.
Hold on. No, wait, I'll wait.
Okay.
Alright, well. Put that one in his fucking body bag and the rest will work itself out. You watch as Jeremiah, shocked. Right away. You watch as they both leave. And you could see that he looks at Kid. Make sure they're okay. Maybe that'll be fine. And Kid's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Watch as he leaves and closes the door behind him. Gives a couple of seconds. Oh my fucking god!
So is it just us three and Jeremiah in the room?
Yeah.
Then?
Well, 5 of you.
Okay, I'll get up.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Before the guy who just made me put my own tongue off leaves, do I have line of sight of Volstagg, Jeremiah, and the guy who just did that?
At the last second, I would say you'd be able to get him.
Okay, gonna be using that psionic die, the last one I have before the long rest, to psychic whispers for 6 hours.
Okay, and do they?
You think I'm dead?
You do think
I'd
you,
still attempt.
valid?
Because, like, it's a subtle form of communication.
That's fair. Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you.
That way I'll find out for sure if I don't get a connection.
Okay.
And to the guy who just cut my tongue off.
Okay.
Out loud, I'm just gonna, like, start just... and in his head, oh, I get the last laugh, I don't need a tongue to talk, you fucker.
He breaks the connection. Keeps walking.
I want
Man.
that last laugh.
Y'all really play ballsy in this campaign, huh?
So, hey, Sakato played ball with me, so I hit a home run. And then he hit a home run right off
This
me.
is what I do. I'm very...
That's
I
fun.
like to go all in.
1 HP.
1 HP
And a dream.
and a dream, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, if we don't have balls, what are we?
He walks up to...
Tongueless.
Yeah, right? Tongueless. He walks up to you, Sakato. Holy fucking shit, why did you do that?
I don't know.
This is in his head, right?
Is he speaking to me?
He's speaking to you because he doesn't know you have psychic communications.
No, I'm just gonna go, I don't know.
Can you talk without a tongue? How does that work?
Not really.
I haven't thought about it.
Hold on. I'm trying to
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you like fold your tongue in half in your mouth and then try to talk,
Yeah,
that's
blah,
kind
blah,
of
blah.
that's pretty
That's
much
about,
it.
that's about what you get when you say it like that. So I mean, right.
Yeah.
It also just got cauterized, so it's just a scab in there, so
Yeah.
probably a lot of uncomfortable scraping.
I don't know what you're. Oh fuck, no! Because now I gotta put him in a body bag, and you don't have a tongue. Oh fuck, what are we doing?
And in this head, I'm
Why?
just gonna go, it's fine, I can communicate psychically. The second he grabbed my tongue, I was just like, well, this is a backup.
You could have done this the whole fucking time.
Right, to be fair, I feel like I'm straining my brain a lot doing this.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Hey,
Mhm.
you wanted them to leave us alone?
Why did you engage them in conversation?
While they're arguing, I'm just sitting up like this, staring at them.
Holy fucking shit, you're alive?
Yeah, I'm watching them argue, and then I just I look over and I kind of do like a triple take. I'm like, oh shit, nice.
Jesus.
This is gonna be in his head. It's just like, hey, look, we came here to get information. And we weren't gonna get anything in these cages. That was the best chance we had of getting any information. Now we know who's making the room, or who's leading this whole thing. That's
It was
way
kind of
more
assumed from the earlier conversation.
Yeah, I could have told you that. I did tell you that, actually. Funnily enough. Honestly, you didn't need to lose your tongue here.
But now, we know
Now-
for sure.
But now you don't have a tongue.
I never really needed a tongue in the first place. It got me in a lot of trouble. He was right with that.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he did you a favor, actually.
Yeah, there was a
Oh, it's done me
service.
such a good favor.
I'm just like, he does us all a favor.
Wow. I thought you
I
guys
just
were
wanna
friends.
look at
That's
full
fucked
stack.
up. That's fucked up. You see at this point, Scald's kind of up and he laughs a little bit. That was good. Just kidding. Scald's not a fucking wake. Scald's been asleep this whole fucking time.
Yeah, I was like, it's called even.
No, Scald's fucked up.
A shot
man,
goes
that's a
off in the
little bit
chains and it looks like he's
hasty.
laughing.
Yeah, a shock. His body moves an inch.
Yeah.
I'll admit I was a little hasty, because not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Volstagg was dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought both of you were going to die, and then I was, we were screwed.
Right, Volstagg? Not gonna lie, every time we've tried to deceive someone, we've not really done a good job.
I mean, he did pretty good at deceiving me. I thought he was dead.
Well, this is a first, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, so, well, now, this is not great. Kind of. Actually, does it change anything?
No, nothing really changed.
I don't have a tongue, that's about it.
Does that matter, though?
Ever so slightly.
How are you going to scoop food into your mouth now?
It's
Lips.
not gonna change how I put food into my mouth.
We can think about this a little later. We're on a bit of a time crunch here.
You're right. Okay, all right. Am I putting you in this fucking body bag or not?
maybe can we get out from here?
You
now?
want to leave right now after he
No,
just
yeah.
cut his fucking tongue out. You want to leave.
We
Okay.
need to
Give me your
rest.
dagger and put me in the body.
Okay.
And I can help put myself in the body.
Okay, all right. Fuck. He goes ahead and he opens up the cage, unlocks you. Okay, all right. Am I unlocking anybody else?
You're taking my handcuffs off?
Yes, I gotta take your handcuffs off. Okay, but I'm not gonna unlock the cage, right?
How are we gonna get out of the cage? We didn't actually think about that.
Fuck.
Well, let's just keep the cage doors closed but unlocked.
Oh, you had on your shit that I took. You had a set of thieves' tools, right?
Yes?
I'll just bring them back.
Forget my sword.
Okay, we'll figure out the logistics of that in a second. Can we just do one thing at a fucking time? He just lost his tongue.
Right, okay. You go get the thieves' tools, then you come back, then I'll...
Okay, better idea. Better idea. Ankid is with the brothers. Okay? The room where all of your shit is empty. I put him in the body bag. Zip him up. Take him into that room. Unzip him. Bring the keys back. Go back in. You have shit, and then I zip you and I take you somewhere. Or do you want me to take you back into the room with the cages?
If you can get us to our stuff, I can get everything in this body bag and you won't even know it.
And then I bring you back here. Okay. You're big. I don't know if I can carry you.
Can I walk right now?
You want to just walk there?
You said they were off.
But they still might catch us. If you want to take that
My
chance,
hands.
dude, we could take that chance. But
My hands are free right now.
your hands are free.
Shit! I'm out the second level.
I
spell.
kill him. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Ice knife, no.
He goes in the body bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if that's a risk.
How's it? Leave me here. On my stuff, there is a bag. You can open that bag and put everything into that bag.
There you go.
I mean, everything.
There you go. That's way better. Okay. All right. And he looks around, but I don't. I got it. He goes ahead and he unzips the bag, opens it up, and starts throwing in chunks of rock that
Hell
fell
yeah.
from the earthquake. Zips it up. Huh? Okay.
Good enough.
Okay. All right. He walks out, kind of holding it. Fuck. You watch as he leaves. You are free.
Okay, I run over to Scald,
Okay.
and I guess I'm going to healing word at first level just to like make sure he is 100% stable.
Okay. Healing word on Scald is. Let me go ahead and get to Scald's sheet. Go ahead and roll hit points.
Oh, that's max. That's 8.
All right. So Scald currently has 10 hit points. Or 9. Sorry, 9.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and healing word everybody in the room, but myself is gonna be at 3rd level.
So you're using one.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna use my final 2 spells, 1st level spell slots to healing word Sakado and Alan.
Okay. So, boom. Last 2.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
for him.
Sakado, you get 8.
And Eowyn
Nice.
gets.
8.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dog.
Baller.
Also, little FYI, I'm pretty sure my tongue ain't coming back. Unless there's some magic that can do it.
Yeah, it's gonna take some magic.
I mean, the tongue is there on the floor, Volstagg, if you wish to pick it up.
I got lay on hands. I'll caress a tongue.
I don't necessarily think it'll attach it back though.
Maybe if I use enough magic points on it.
Can I pick up the tongue and use mending?
Oh, the use of mending makes me question a lot of
Oh wow!
everything.
Oh wow! That I've never thought about that before.
Because then you're calling his tongue a tool.
Oh! Oh man! Okay.
So-
got a giggity.
In the description, it says I can repair a leaking wineskin. Wineskins are made out of leather, which
yup,
is animal material.
I don't know about this.
Here, we have to dry his tongue first before we can attach it.
A target must be a single break or tear in an object you touch.
Wait,
Mhm.
hold on.
The spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves of a key.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. At the bottom, the fine print at the bottom can physically repair a magic item or construct,
But I have an idea.
but the spell can't restore magic to such.
Okay,
Well,
D&D mending on...
Raw does not say you cannot, so
that's true. Let me look it up.
If it doesn't, I have an idea.
this is an
Is it can
Airbud
repair
situation.
chain
It doesn't
links,
say we
right?
can't have a dog on the chain.
That's
What if-
true. Let's see.
Right.
Let me.
This is
I
the
need to
backup
see
for
how much
fixing
help
my
I get
tongue.
back.
We break a chain link in two, put one half in the side of the tongue that's in my
Oh
mouth,
no.
and put the other half
Oh
on
no.
my actual tongue, and then mending it, and theoretically it should
nuh-uh.
reattach.
In theory, a tongue piercing will get the job done.
That's true. Hey John, that is actually the best point we've made in this entire conversation.
That's probably the
It's not
smartest
the
thing
mending
Saka
spell, it's the fact that a piercing would solve the problem.
Yeah, a piercing would solve the problem.
I don't... Fuck, I kind of want to rule it that way. Because that's
technically-
so fucking funny.
Because technically we're fixing the metal, and my tongue is attached to the metal.
Yeah, but then at that point, I don't think the what's the fucking called? The muscle would heal. It would just be
Yeah,
attached.
it would just be attached. So you
So
got to
y-
do tongue exercises. And
So
get
your
it all
tongue
good.
would die.
No,
I
it
mean,
wouldn't die because you just lay on hands.
Actually, it would corrode
It's almost
because
like we're
it's not
like
connected to a blood
stitching
supply.
his tongue back together.
Yeah.
Make a medicine check, Volstagg, please, with
Yeah.
the tongue.
Or
I
you,
mean, you can speak without a tongue.
or you can. All right.
Oh shit! I'm good at medicine.
Yeah, me too. It's.
Oh, I got a nat one.
Oh. I'll just sit here locked in my cage.
So, yeah, it's fucked. You're done.
wait.
And I forgot about this. It's cauterized.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, wait, there's.
It's not coming back. It's not attaching back.
I'm
Well,
just like slapping Sakato. with
I mean, you
his
have
tongue,
Sakura's tongue
trying to-
if you want to add that to your inventory, or whoever
Yo, make
wants
a
to
sick
keep it.
necklace out of it.
You could make a necklace out of it. It will begin to
Hall of
rot and
Meat
wither
this
away, but
We know some pretty powerful mages and alchemists and shit. We can
Forget
this.
it.
Yo, actually cool idea. Dip it in silver and then wear it around your neck, Sakura.
Silver tongue.
that's kind
Yes.
of rad. That's kind
Sakura
of
the
rad.
silver tongue.
That's kind of dope, dude. I'm trying to look at some shit that Scald might have, but it's looking slim.
We'll keep the tongue just in case.
Yo,
someone
Scald-
Yeah,
can do
absolutely keep the
something.
tongue.
Oh,
dude.
I would keep the tongue.
Slip that bad boy in your pocket.
You hold on to it.
Like a rabbit's
Yeah,
foot,
just-
but a tongue.
Yeah, and it's.
I
dipped
just
in
kind of like
silver.
tuck it in a pocket on Sakato's like
Yeah,
armor.
And
So
a
go
plus
ahead
to
and write
dipping it in
down-
silver, you can attack werewolves with it.
that's true. That's true. Go ahead and write that you have your own tongue in your inventory, please.
Right.
Or I guess
Such-
that would be licking a werewolf at that point.
That's such a power move. Okay. What are you doing? What are you guys doing as Jeremiah?
I'm still
is-
locked in my shackles and locked in my cage.
That is valid. That is true and valid.
I have healed everybody, including myself. By the way, I got 12 hit points back with my
Nice.
healing.
Did he turn
armor.
the shock off yet?
He has not turned the shock
Okay.
off yet.
I'm the only one that can rest right now.
Yes.
He needs to take the handcuffs off me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me.
So he's going to get all of our shit.
He's going to get all your
and-
shit and put it in the body
right.
bag and bring it back.
Right.
And so right now you are all just in the room. Make a perception check, Volstagg.
Okay, I'm not rolling with that dice anymore. That was a 2.
Okay.
And my perception gives me a 6. 6 plus the 5 gives me an 11.
You don't get the +5. It's only for charisma.
Shit.
Only for Cha.
6.
Yeah. There's still blood in your eyes, and you're just like everything's a shade of red, so you don't really know. So Sakado, you have no tongue. Eowyn, you just watched somebody's tongue get ripped out of their, cut through with teeth, and that's where you guys lie. So, how are we feeling?
Just gonna
I
spit
mean, I
out
guess
some
we
blood.
just kind of wait on Jeremiah to get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of gotta wait for
Okay.
him.
About 5 minutes go by. You eventually hear the doors open up. You're kind of waiting.
Did he give me the dagger?
He didn't, because the dagger was to cut yourself out of the bag.
Okay. There are like those prongs though, right?
Yeah, there's a metal forked prong.
Okay, I'm just gonna be standing like back against the door, like ready to
Okay.
fucking crack anybody that's not Jeremiah.
All right, the door swings open. Sakado, you see Volstagg on the other end. You watch as the door swings open. It's Jeremiah. So, you're fine.
Cut.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck, dude? I get it, man. I already
I know who's gonna come
I already
through.
apologized. Shit. Damn it, dude. Okay.
To be cautious than to be dead.
Stop talking.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, because it's on his
It's
head.
just all
It's on his head.
Yeah.
Anyway, you watch as he closes the door and just drops a bag with a heavy junk. You can see that the bag is currently shaking. How the fuck do you get that thing to stop?
I walk over to the bag and I pick it up.
You pick it up.
Yeah.
It's still vibrating, but not. You can like control it. You could turn it on and off if you said Calisay again.
I'll say Calisay.
Wow, that was a lot easier than maybe it should have been. Right. Well, it's holiday early. All right, everybody, come get your presents. Or well, I have to unlock you first, huh? Fuck.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
I turn around in my cage and present my arms back behind.
what's the game plan here? Am I unlocking you all, and then we're all just gonna board ourselves in here? Or like, do I just try to keep people out of here?
When is the best time for us to make an escape?
When you are healthy and with somewhat full potential, or at least half potential,
In 2 hours.
in 2 hours.
Okay, then steer everybody clear.
What, don't you need 4 hours
For a full rest.
for a full rest?
So 4 hours.
4 hours. I can buy it. I can buy 4 hours.
Nice.
But it's you gotta have the game plan ready to go.
Well, if anything goes south, you can just talk to me.
Oh, that's interesting. That's good. Like if
Yeah,
I
just
see
stay within a mile, please.
like if I see somebody coming, I can warn you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? I say that they've had enough for the day and to leave them alone. The brothers won't come back because they already dealt with you, and I can keep Ankid busy.
Play cards with him.
Sure, I'll play 4 hours worth of cards with Ankid.
There's plenty of card games. You can keep yourself busy for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want me to just unlock everything then?
Yeah?
Okay. Alright. So, I unlock you guys all. You guys rest up. What's the plan after you're fully rested? Just leave?
So we
No.
fully rested.
Yep.
Get prepared and come back to get you. Take this operation down.
Oh, so you're leaving
Have
me here.
friends and- What do you
I
want?
mean, if we can take you, that would be great, but I don't know how we're gonna get you unless we... The other guy?
Yeah, it's true. Alright, fine. You guys get out. I'll stay here. And when you come back, if you come back, what are you gonna do?
We'll bring more. Not just us. We'll bring quite a few. I don't think they'll be expecting it.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if I stay here then, I guess. But if they find out you got out, what are they gonna do with me?
Buy us 8 hours.
Hmm?
You could buy us 8 hours. I can get you out with us.
8 hours is a lot.
You can try and say that you'll see how well we do in just isolation.
That's actually pretty smart, yeah. Fuck. Okay. Okay. At the very minimum, you...
Also come with us.
I could. But I'm just worried. I don't... It's... If I stay, they might kill me. If I leave, they'll expect something.
Expect something.
If all of us leave, they'll clearly know that I was in on it, and they'll expect a retaliation of some kind.
I do have an idea.
Go for it.
Before we make our escape, come back to us. You're not gonna like it. But what if we rough you up a bit?
Make it look like I wasn't in on it.
We can leave some of the thieves' tools behind. Make it look like Sakado was able to pick his own lock.
Yeah, we can set the stage.
We'll take the body bag. They don't need to know I'm alive.
That's true.
Question. How long does it take to attune to a magical item?
An hour, I believe. Let me double check that though, because I'm not.
I think it depends on the item.
I want to say that
It took me an hour to attune to my Boots of Disguise.
Let me check. D&D.
Wait, did I get unattuned from Clarity?
You did not. Nobody has unattuned from anything, if that's what you're wondering.
Do you have to unattune before someone else attunes?
Okay, so I believe, and I'm going to read on it, I believe the way it works is that you can boot attunement to an item at will.
I think.
And then attunement for an item, I want to say, is an hour. So let me double
Attunement
check
is a
on
short
that.
rest.
So an hour. So an attunement is an hour, and yeah, short rest can only be attuned to one creature at a time. A creature's attunement to an item ends if the creature no longer satisfies the prerequisites for the attunement. If the item has been more than 100 feet away for at least 24 hours, which it is not more than 100 feet. Let me double check though, actually, because I have.
No, that's the rule.
I want to see. I don't think it's that far though. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think that it is.
Yeah, you said it was about 30 feet away.
Yeah, yeah, it shouldn't be that far, but I will count just in case.
100 feet square.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, you're good. Well, I mean, all of Sakado's shit has been on him, so that doesn't really matter per se.
Well, yeah, my boots have been on me. Just gonna turn the ball stack. Go give him my boots. Help him look like he's been roughed up.
That's actually super smart.
I just kind of look at him and smirk a little bit, but that takes the fun out of my plan.
Cheeky bastard.
I look as I'm covered in blood with a nice fresh stab wound to my chest.
Yeah, exactly. He looks at you, Sakura.
Just take the squirt stick and start like washing the blood off my face.
What if I trade you?
And what would you trade me?
He looks down, pulls from behind his back, throws the dagger behind you. Zzz. You want it? I know you don't. I know you don't need it, but could be helpful.
I kind of turn to Socket, go and look at him. Just go. No more hiding.
Right, I'll take it then.
Hands it over to you. Hey, listen, if this doesn't work, just tell Faye the truth. Okay? Don't sugarcoat me. Don't paint me to be something that I wasn't. If I don't get a chance to tell her myself, just break it to her easy.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and just be like, we'll make sure to tell her you were an asshole and a friend.
I'm starting to think this was a mistake. But
Time was up.
all right. He goes ahead and he takes the boots. Unlocks all of you. You guys get all of your stuff dispersed back to you. He goes ahead and he takes off his old boots and puts on these new ones. Okay, so one last time before I go. I've unlocked you all. I'm buying you 4 hours. After the 4 hours are up, you leave. And I wait for you to come back.
What's the quickest way out?
Oh, I mean, he goes ahead and he draws you up a map of like the chamber or whatever and kind of gives you directional inputs. Just fucking book it. The doors won't be locked. And if they are, most of them are wood, you could just smash through them. The only ones that are metal are these ones. Because, well, and there's 2 of them. You just run. I'll try to handle it from there. You just book it and do with what you wish, and I'll hold out as long as I can. But just get out first. The rest we can handle later. Do any of you have a way that we can communicate outside of this? Well, that won't matter. Never mind, that won't matter. They're just gonna charm me again anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Wait, hold on. You get charmed. Are you not gonna be able to just tell them the whole plan? Oh.
One more time.
If you get charmed, can't you just tell them that we made this plan?
Only if they ask me to. The way that the charm works is that I do what they tell me to do. So, if they charm me and say what happened, then I have to tell
I
them.
feel like that's gonna be something they do.
Not unless you fuck me up for real. If you fuck me up for real, and I'm lying in a puddle of my own blood, I think they'll understand what happened.
Then there's not much need for the boots, but always helpful for the added touch.
Or No, it won't work that way. I was gonna say, I can take out Onkid, put the boots on him, disguise him as me, and leave. But I don't know if a dead person can use magical items.
I don't think they can. Plus, they'll find out the second they take the boot, so.
There's another idea, I guess. I buy you 8 hours. You all fully rest. And then we leave, or we stop this right now. There's 6 of us. Can your buddy fight? He looks at you, Eowyn, and looks at Guldrus. Can he fight?
He can hold his own.
That's 6 of us. If you think we can do
How
it,
many?
well, we would have to face Onkid. We would have to face the brothers. And anybody else they want. There's a whole factory in there of people just making shit, but maybe all of them don't want to fight.
Here's the thing. Dude, what we're here to do is we're here to stop the room. I'm assuming there's some sort of hierarchy to this, something this complex that is giving the Thorn God. It's Thorn God, right?
Yeah.
And this is all being said secondly to him,
Mhm.
and also Volstagg, so sorry, Owen. Yeah, something this complex that the Thorn God can't track, well, it's gonna have a hierarchy. I can't see this be running just by 2 people. We knock the brothers out. The next person steps up. They try again to make it more hidden. We need to wipe it out completely. One fell swoop. Otherwise, it's just gonna come back.
One fell swoop. I mean, we have to know everything, and what if it's way deeper than we think? Then you can't knock it out in one fell swoop. If we at least get to them, we can try to figure out who they work for, what they're working for, if there's others. But if
There's 6 of us.
there's 6 of us,
They have a factory. Now is not the time. We can come back with the Thorn Guard. We can come back in a force. If you can buy us 8 hours, then buy us 8 hours. And then we leave. This was never a war mission. This was a scouting mission that went poorly.
okay. If that's what you guys want to do, we can do it. I had another plan, but my only last option would be this, is that I still buy you the 8 hours. You only need 4.
Go ahead.
You go ahead, try to get the workers out. Somehow.
There's no guarantee they'll go.
Okay. I have another idea. If you're interested.
Well, you seem to be a wall of ideas. Shoot.
This one just actually popped in my head. The boots. They go back to you. After the 4 hours, your friends stay and rest another 4 hours. During those 4 hours that we have, me and you kill Onkid. You disguise yourself as Onkid. And we tell the workers to get out.
How tall's Ankhed compared to me?
Like a foot taller than you.
It'll work. I mean, the disguise will work.
The disguise will work. We can get them out. And once they're out, then we can handle this. It'll be 6 versus 2. Ankit's gone.
That's if all the workers leave. Some could just hit the alarm. If there is one.
I don't think there is. But if they cause a stir-up, then that could be a problem. I'm worried that if I stay and you leave, I will die. And if we all leave, they will move. We have them here backed up in a corner.
I feel more backed into a corner than I think they do.
That's true. Like I said, I don't want to... You do what you guys want to do, and I stick for the ride.
I mean, I can still communicate with you, so once we decide on something, we can let you know.
Just
We've
get
got
started.
4 hours to talk about this.
Get started on the rest, then.
Yeah.
And, we'll figure it out from there.
So are you coming back in 4 hours?
Well, I'll come back... Well,
Let you know.
let me know if we're going with the 4-hour plan or the 2-hour plan or the 8-hour plan. So just let me know. I have cards to play. Kind of looks at you and just, let's hope this works. Walks out.
Yep.
Before he walks out, as he opens the door, I just look at him and I say, "Hey."
Yeah.
Apology accepted.
It's not over quite yet, but thank you. Let's just hope we can get out of here alive.
Before he leaves, I hand him the vial of corpse flower poison I have.
What's this for?
In case we do decide to take out Ankh, this might make him a little more susceptible to the blade.
Okay. No, that's smart.
You're an assassin.
Oh, I could take him out without the poison, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Well, things get a little dicey. You can always slip it in his drink.
We can make it work. Whether or not I take him out by myself with this, or you come and join me. If that's the plan we end up going with, we can get him out of there. So, figure out what you want to do. Let me know. And if I get the go-ahead, I'll poison him. So, just let me know. He goes ahead and he walks out. All of your guys' items have been returned to you.
Woo!
Nothing has been lost track of attunement. The only thing I would say that maybe isn't attuned right now is your shield, Aowen. But over the course of an hour, you can get that back. As you've been in here for a solid 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I still have my boots, right? Or does he have them?
He has the boots. You have the Dagger of Returning, which is a +1 dagger that comes back to you after it has been used as an attack.
Nice. I also wanted to ask a question.
Sure.
Are my hands, like, you said that they probably tortured my fingers. Am I able to use somatic spells? Would I be able to tell that?
You're good. They're cracky and the joints feel a little off, but
Ooh,
Doctor Strange can still cast spells with broken hands.
that's true. So you're good.
All I got is arthritis now.
Yeah. Pretty much the best superpower. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't.
Bro, what?
I should say that.
Dude, I'm gonna release an arthritis commercial and just be like, "Are you tired of your superpower?"
That was fucked up. I'm sorry. Look, I have a little bit of arthritis. I'm trying to justify it now. I'm sorry.
I have carpal tunnel, so.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Arthritis is not a joke, people. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're good with spells if you wish to cast.
Cool.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
As soon as he shuts the door, like I make sure everything's there and I pack up for the night.
One by
I've-
one,
I've earned a rest.
one by one, you begin to fall asleep. And as the time passes, a short rest at the very front of it all has been earned. So you can go ahead and do that. I'll do it for Scald here. So if everybody wants to do short rest,
How many hit dice do you spend?
you can spend
can
as
spend as
much
many as
as
one
your
has.
level.
Oh, is it as much as your level?
Yeah, so everybody will have 7d whatever. I think
Okay.
I think you're all 7d8
7d8s.
except for
I'm a D10, baby.
Aowen is d10. So
I'll use them. I'll use all of them just in case I don't get the long rest.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
What did I get? 42.
I don't know if I have 70.
I'm
Right,
just gonna-
I just roll on
I'm gonna do them all
D&D
for
because-
Scald. And Scald is one away from max.
I'm 8 away from max.
And I don't believe he got his warding flares are still used up. He does have
Fuck, I'm one short.
a channel divinity. Yeah, so is Scald, he's one short.
Oh, no, I mean I'm 1d8 short.
Oh, gotcha. To having them all.
I have to break into it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have to break into another dice. Okay, let's roll here.
Hold on, let me get another D.
I should have rolled on D&D Beyond.
And so Sakura
I did, I
gets
just wanna see what
you
I
get
would've got.
psionic die back, right?
I gotta do maths.
No, psionic die is a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I get psionic recovery though, which
to
gives me 1.
yeah. Volstagg gets both or just one wild shapes back?
Just.
One. Okay.
Oh, I think I'm at max.
I'm up to
Yeah, baby.
50 hit points.
Nice.
I got 42 hit points back.
Scald's got 65.
Yeah, I'm glad I rolled on D&D Beyond.
I don't know how to use that, so I don't.
Yeah. Doc Hub, baby.
I did some math.
All right. So you guys have taken your short rest as the first hour goes by. You have attuned to your shield, Eowyn.
Dope.
The second hour goes by. Third hour goes by. 4 hours go by. Sakuro, if you would like to give yourself a long rest.
Go.
And they can reach out. They can reach. Jeremiah can reach out to you, right?
Fuck, I had to set now.
Yes, has it been 6 hours since I cast it?
Coming up on it.
Because you
Yeah.
casted. You casted it
I cast it as the brothers left.
as the brothers left. Yeah, you'd be pushing it. You know that if
Okay.
you know that if you go if you want to do the full hours, the full 8 hours, you need to tell him now. You got to make that decision. But you get your rest. You get your 4 hours. The others are sleeping.
Oh, the call's on me, isn't it?
You are the one to make the call. Do you
Hold
wish?
his legs.
Do you wish to go the 4 hours and try to leave? Which that has multiple options, so you don't have to pick the specific on those yet. But right now, it's basically the decision is go now or let them sleep.
Hold on, I'm checking something because the short rest gave me both wild shapes back, but I don't think that's right.
I think you do. I think wild shapes come
No,
back on
I
a short
think it-
rest.
I think all wild shapes come back on a short rest because all my psionic die come back on a long rest. I mean, it kind of
Oh.
makes sense. And
Okay.
don't all bardic inspirations come back on a short rest?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, so wild shapes should work the same, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah. So your wild shapes are back. So, but you know that you would know that Volstagg, you're out of spells, huh?
I got one left.
One left. Scald has a couple.
A whole person.
So is Scald up or is he still in like the stable condition?
No, since you healed him, he was able to wake up and take a short rest, but is currently sleeping
Okay.
because you guys decided to attempt the long rest, but the call would be made whether or not you're going to. So,
Right.
Jeremiah reaches out to you and he says, Are we doing 4? Are we doing 8? If you want.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Right, okay, so if I do the 4, what happens? We kill Onkid, me and Jeremiah go free the workers. How long would it take for them to find out the workers have been freed, and would that allow for them to get their full short rest? 'Cause
So
I don't think it would take them longer than 4 hours to figure out that the workers are gone.
the way
They
that
would find out pretty
the way
quick.
that I see it is you've sized up Onkid. You've sized up Jeremiah. You know your abilities. You know that the two of you could take him out in a matter of seconds.
Especially if he's sleeping.
You could take him out. You could take him out if he's sleeping. You could take him out instantly. If he's poisoned, you can take him out in a matter of seconds. And if you don't poison him, you just go at him. You could take him out in under a minute. Easily. Getting the workers out could take you 10 minutes max. So, if you want to do this, you don't have to necessarily do this now. But you would need like an hour.
So when we hit the 7th hour, that's when we go.
At the 7th
And-
hour, you would go.
The 7th hour we would go, and that means it would pretty much be simultaneous. The other guys wake up. Actually, no. Hold on, let me just read long rest. Technically, they only need to sleep for 6 hours.
Oh, that's true.
That's what
huh?
long rest says, and 2 hours of doing nothing.
So we'll say that the first 2 hours were you guys relaxing, and then the last 6 hours are the sleep.
Okay.
Because the light activity needs to still happen, and light activity would not be like escaping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
with that plan, you would need to leave. You would have to go and get Onkid at the 7th hour. Then it wouldn't take that long to get rid of him. You disguise up, and you do that. If you do the 8-hour plan. If you do the 4-hour plan, you wake them up right now. Jeremiah comes in. You beat the fuck out of him, or beat the fuck out of him. You set it up, and you guys leave. The exact details of each side of the coin, whether 4 hours or 8 hours, comes down to in the moment, but those are the two baselines.
right, so the factories. Get the people out. What's that? So, focus
Moving
out.
this many people, moving that much product, it's gonna take a bit.
I think,
Figure out,
I think
get
the whole plan
safety,
was to
get the
just
word
get
out.
the people out. Like, just leave the room there. Just get the people out. We can send other guys in to come and get it, if anything's left.
What I'm saying is that's gonna take time, though. Time for them to organize if something goes awry. If
What, time for them to organize to move to a different place?
Or you just,
Yes.
or you walk in and just say like evacuate or some shit. I'm not quite sure. The plan is to not get them to like take it with them. The plan was to get them out of the way so you wouldn't have to fight them. If that makes sense.
So we're not, like, letting them escape. We're just being like, right, get out, we don't fight you.
I thought that was a plan because you guys didn't want to. You were like, what if they fight? So if you like create like an emergency setting, like evacuation type of thing, that would get them out of your way.
And then that means we could either blend in with the crowd and get out, or we take it to them. I see the best chance of success using purely probability here and luck in the 8-hour plan.
It's your call.
Yeah, 8 hours seems like the best, but it is your call. It's a risk reward.
I'll just sit him. On the 7th hour we move. See if you can poison him. 7th hour, I come in, we take him out.
Okay.
Then we get the rest of them out. And after that, we come grab the rest of people sleeping. And we go from there.
Okay. At the 7th hour.
7th hour.
See you there.
And see that you're probably not going to be able to contact me.
Okay. Well, I'll see you then.
See you then.
All right. And with that, we're gonna pick up next time as Bryce is getting some stuff done. So
Wow.
thank you guys.
That was good timing,
so
though.
much for watching. Yeah, that was really good timing. Thank God for that.
Good timing.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed. Stick around and we'll see what shenanigans these boys get into in the 7th hour. And we hope you guys are staying safe out there. We love you guys. Enjoy your squirt sticks. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.
Bryce's little wave.